see Just Flex TV. You know, see them watching on 4K and not 3D. You know it good, you know. Girl, I watch you like cinema.
Yes, so blessings, my people. Blessings to each and every one. That's a check-in. Come to give you guys a quick update. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. New week, new beginnings. If you're watching Just Flex at the moment, the Almighty is worthy to be praised. Right, my people? You know, so we don't like do the long talking over this side. So I gotta just move over to our update side. Right, my people? Just be. So it's like war, you know, right now in a Maroon town. But what I go do, I go just read up a little thing where a bit of you has gripped a compound with current uncertainty about the status of Richard Cvrrie as chief. Influential compound council members say Cvrrie has been removed, but the embattled Cvrrie says the correct process was not observed in seeking his overthrowal. Right, so a compound town Maroon Council of Elders and all Maroon Council members say they voted on Saturday to remove Cvrrie after serious issues were considered. Cvrrie strongly denies wrongdoing. Cvrrie went live last night and accused Cvrrie and Williams of coordinating move against him. Right, my people? Just to be so me have that live there for share with you guys also, but me not like what really are going on. Black people are fight against black people. So peeps, raft of allegations and counter allegations being made by pro-Cvrrie forces and senior compound members who have moved against controversial leadership of the historic community. Tension at boiling points, threats and counter-threats of violence exchanged by served community citizens. Right, so Cvrrie is also denying that he attempted a coup in Moortown. He says he merely attended a function to offer support. As the power struggle in the community escalates, Cvrrie says he has been silent about the major financial scandal in a compound, but now he will speak. Just be. So somebody comment and said the gate to his house was taken off by members of the community. Instructions has been given by influential compound Maroons who resides overseas to return home. You hear that? Some persons in the community are feared as thugs attached to the chief is said to be heavily armed. Right, my people, so badness are going right now in our compound town. You know, me not read 100, but I hope you guys can really understand the full thing what going on. Yes, right? Yes, my people. So you don't know when I go do, I go just share a little piece of the live where Richie Cvrrie did last night on his Instagram page. Peeps, now return, share in the comment in the section below. Peace, and we out.
Here exactly it is what I want to say tonight to you, the people, the good people who have joined me tonight. So, here we go. People of a compound, Maroons of Cockpit Country, brothers, sisters, and friends around the world. I see some enemies. In fact, I think we'd be fooling ourselves if we did not get the message from this weekend's attempt at a constitutional coup and didn't realize that there were some enemies amongst us. Tonight, I wish to categorically denounce the actions of a handful of Maroons, both locally and internationally, who have aligned themselves with foreign elements for reasons leading to greed and power to negotiate and control mining monies that would only filter to the hands if they were to accomplish their deceptive plans. The acts carried out by the names I will begin to call out have all engaged in a massive scheme to assassinate the character of my administration and myself, which has manifestly created a defamation case. They have been aided and abetted by officials belonging externally to other entities, as well as mainstream media proxies and propaganda accounts, which aim to remove me as the democratically elected leader of the Compound Maroons of Trelawney Town. The names are as follows: Vivian Cornish, Veronica Reed, Alrina Wright, Mavis Williams, Etta Rowe, Oral Chambers, Herbert Wright, Basil Dunn, Roy Blake, William Anderson, Merdy Rowe, former Colonel Merdy Rowe, who was also a candidate in the previous election and head of the council, which was created outside of the current constitution. Ferron Williams, former colonel, who was also ousted in the last election, is the head of the Security Council, which crafted the document which was also circulated. Audley Rowe, Headley Hutchinson, Daniel Barrett, one other notorious member, Paul Williams, Joshua Robertson, Herbert Foster, Aubrey Williams, Ina Lawrence, Frank Lennon, Sidney Rowe, and Linval Barrett, Maisie Gardner, Delroy Stedman, Sheldon Wallace, Joshua Robertson, Fabian Rowe, who I believe is a serving member in the Jamaica military, and O'Neill Anderson, Jason Martin, Peter Simpson, Andrew Rowe, and Garth Chambers. All have engaged in an unconstitutional act. Now we're still awaiting confirmation from these members because some have already reached out to me directly, and that I will disclose at a later date. There is absolutely no provision in the lawfully ratified constitution of a compound that allows Council of Elder, a so-called Grand Council, and a so-called Security Council to engage in secret meetings and secret voting behind closed doors and out to oust a lawfully sitting chief. Furthermore, the so-called meeting that took place yesterday at the primary school did not actually take place. We were at the primary school up to late yesterday evening completing work on renovating the playing field. So I can guarantee and assert personally that this is a false claim and false act that is being spewed across the media in a libelous manner. No impeachment meeting, investigation, or trial was ever called to order or executed by the full Maroon Council as required by the Maroon constitutional law. Under my administration, a compound town has had the most town hall meetings of any of the chiefs in previous administration. To date, we've had 18 town hall meetings in 18 months. Yes, I've been in office 18 months. At no point in time have these people who I've just mentioned once attended a town hall meeting or openly aired any grievance. Furthermore, many of the named persons just now do not reside in a compound. Most of these names are people, as I mentioned, are loyalists of former Colonel Williams. At the same time, as I said, there are others who have reached out to me since, quite contrary to what this document would outline.
And them for no side, Ahmeds, representing for Just Blacks. Just Blacks tell them say prayer works. When the heathens are trying for you, once you die you hurt, the most I alert. If I'm them alone, them alone. Yeah man, Just Blacks, you don't know your success getting them upset, you know what I mean?